How's it going today there, YouTube? Well, we're working on this tractor here a little bit today. Didn't quite make as much video footage as I'd like to because, well, it seems every time I want to put the camera up, someone wants to start a lawnmower or a weed eater or neighbors want to be loud and annoying. So, oh well, I've been kind of just plugging away at the old tractor here, and here's what we got now. I got the oil line on. That was kind of a interesting adventure. You know what they say, any 5-minute job has a chance to turn into 3 hours, which was really 3 hours, but we got her on here. So like I showed in the last video, the oil comes out of the top of the head there and comes down this line and the water pump. But basically what used to happen back in the day, they wouldn't change oil on the tractors and the oil would get sludged up and it'd plug that line up and you wouldn't have any oil in your water pump. So I figured, well, now that we got the tractor doing some more work and I need more oil than the just a squirt can provide there, I figured, well, then we might as well put that on. But of course I didn't realize I had to take the breather tube off and yada yada yada. I told you guys that one in the other video if you watched that one. But the I ended up pulling the breather tube rather off up at the valve cover because I figured they'd be threaded inserts in the rocker cover. Oh, was I ever wrong about that? Now, of course, I could have just tried to take the tube off here as well, but no dice. So basically, when I took the bolts out to hold the breather tube on, I heard a clink clank inside the head. So pulled the rocker cover off and retrieved those. So it's kind of neat to see inside the tractor. That valve cover hasn't been off in a number of years. So oh well, these old tractors are pretty simple. There's only 4 bolts, and got her off and got it back on. The gasket was in great shape and whatnot. So we got everything all put back together here A-OK, and we don't have any leaks, so that's one thing we're trying to fix right now. The leaks don't need to make any more. But anyway, that's done. We got that looked after and everything's back together. Nothing's leaking. So I kind of went to the water pump a little bit so I get a little drip at the water pump once in a while. But these have kind of an old style. They got a packing you put in. It's like a piece of string with oil on it. To be really simple about it, it's just piece of string and you got oil looped on it to keep the antifreeze in your tractor. So that base goes up, and if I can get it on camera here, behind this big nut here is packing material. So I just tighten the nut up there another maybe quarter turn, and we're back in business as far as that goes. Anyway, so we got the drips looked after, so I kind of went ahead and clean up the exhaust manifold here, and I got some paint shot on that. So that's drying out here a little bit, and I'm gonna paint this upper rad line, and I'm gonna paint the rocker cover as well. So some people may not really notice it, but you know, I'm not really going for a best restored at a show kind of look, but you know, hey, that'd be kind of nice to honor Gramps, I guess, after doing all the work to the tractor here, and never know what's gonna happen. So anyway, I'm gonna paint the exhaust pipe. Now, actually, usually I do the exhaust pipe and the manifold at the same time, just because one fades as fast as the other one, I guess. And, oh, here we go. I got a helicopter coming over. Every time I pick the camera up, something wants to go on around here. But anyway, also, since I was kind of poking around here, I don't know if you guys can pick this up or not. See that says the Oliver Corporation on it? This is probably one of the last belts you could actually buy right from Oliver, because the tractor was restored in Gramps started restoration about 1975, 1976. So Oliver was still in business at that point. So that's kind of a neat fact that none of you guys actually knew that. Alrighty, I've just been kind of going around cleaning stuff up and whatnot. Just been getting got a can of brake clean here. This stuff was good for cleaning the grease and the dirt and whatnot off, so I've just been shooting on a rag and going around and cleaning stuff up. Seems to work alright for an old tractor anyway. It's just a showpiece anyway now. So anyway, I got the exhaust pipe cleaned back up, put the air cleaner stack back on, and that way nothing falls down in there, because it's getting to be about dinner time here. Painted a couple of piece up there on top of the engine, the rocker cover and the water line there, and Just been going around getting stuff kind of cleaned up, and maybe next weekend we'll do the wheels a little bit. You know, they're not too bad looking, but you know, like everything else, just needs attention, and do the oil change next week. I figured out the tractor takes 2 gallons of engine oil, so it's like 7.5 liters of oil, which makes sense, and pretty big crankcase down there, so that makes good sense to me. But anyway, someone's over using a leaf blower now, but I need to clean up and go for dinner time. But anyway, you guys like that quick little video, please comment, rate, subscribe.